Hello there, and an extra hello to those new subscribers. Yes, I'm just a regular guy. I like to play guitar, make music, and I use this platform, the media, the internet, to make videos and talk about things that affect us all. The system, the society, government, belief systems, and then popular culture, books that we read, films that we watch. This all affects the way we live, and this media is that what interests me the most. I research a lot of language, and I try to show you and reveal to you a lot of the little twists in different languages, where words come from, where misunderstandings in language have caused the problems that we see today. The confusion of the language and the misuse of language leading to the improper use of power and the wrong people getting into positions of power through the language. But at the same time, this civilization that we are alive, and it has good sides, and it comes from a long time ago, and there's a lot of wisdom passed down through the ages. And those wisdoms now, through the internet, through us coming together, different viewpoints, different ways of seeing, different languages, different cultures, different understandings, even different tastes and different passions, will reveal each puzzle piece of that ancient wisdom that's basically the ultimate wisdom of nature. And if we know how to use the laws of nature for the good of nature, to perpetuate the good of nature, and I know it maybe sound a little fanciful, but if we know how to use gravity when we're using a skateboard or a bicycle, we're using gravity to our advantage, and that's using natural law. But over the time now, we don't make our own fires, and we don't collect our own water, and don't sow our own seeds into the earth, and we've become more and more dependent on a system that we created a long time ago. But we did leave ourselves instructions, and we did leave ourselves a doorway to find not a way out of the system, but a kind of a way into the system, because we was never really in the system. We was kind of partaking. And so the age of the internet has brought us together with this a phenomenal wisdom that can only be found by triangulating knowledge from the heart and from the soul and from the mind, all together to construct something somewhat like the taste of a fruit, or something that you can only taste as an individual. You can only know as an individual that taste, that flavour, and it's something that cannot be described in words. The words can tell you how to recognise the fruit, how to interpret maybe the fruit, what kind of flavour it is, and what kind of other fruits it would be similar to or fit to. But the fruit itself has to be tasted by the individual, by each one of us. We have to experience that fruit to understand that fruit. Or leave the fruit, but it's your choice whether you want which piece of knowledge, which piece of fruit you want to taste, and it's your opinion. And so the internet here, and even those of us who study a lot and read and do a lot of mathematics and are considered by others and maybe ourselves as intelligent or logical minded or good at algebra, even us types of people, because we maybe know more or something than someone else, does by no means mean that we have an answer, that I have an answer that you don't have access to, or another person does not have access to. The wisest people, the wisest beings on this wonderful planet are the youngest children. And so sometimes it's good to think of the children, be with the children, play and have that playful mind, to forget the words, to forget logos, to forget symbolics, to forget signatures and signs of life, and to stick to this natural, to the smells and the tastes of life, and gravity and the way things fall, the way a ball bounces up and down. Those simple things, they hold the very simple laws of life. And strangely enough, we seem to have transferred a lot of our energy, it transferred a lot of our power to a system that works on paper, that works through names of things transferred. The relationship and joining between those two things creates then another thing, which creates another thing, and everything is given a name and it's associated to its original real thing, and then we forget really what the things were, and everything becomes kind of supernatural, and then we lose power. But like I say, the internet's here. We are able to gather all the way around this earth and put all of the wisdoms back together with the heart, with the soul, with all of our might, with our love for each other, because there's no reason to presume that somebody's evil, even if that person seems to be testing you to the end of your fate, and even if you hold yourself to be on a moral high ground. Maybe that person who's testing you, or maybe that man or woman or thing that's testing you, maybe that's what you think of as evil, perceive evil. Maybe you perceive it as Satan, the tester, the adversary, your adversary, and he's there to test you, she or he or it or whatever it is that confronts and tests your life. There's a certain amount of thanks you can give to that, and a certain amount of learning you can give to that. And to cast a judgment on something is not always beneficial. And so it's better and it's more innocent to free yourself and just to let go and say, okay, what does it really mean? What really affects me directly? What really affects me? And now we have the internet, and now we are all connected, in a way, as one. But it's only as one, and then you can see yourself as an individual in that collective. I can see myself as an individual. I'm not going to mistake myself for you or some other avatar or other fictional entity that's used by internet, names and nicknames, acronyms, avatars. We need to understand that we embody ourselves in a persona, in an electronic entity that travels around this, and we have to use this image of me now. This is not really me, this is an image of me that you see, and I try to the best of my abilities to just let my ideas flow as a human being, the same as you would too, with the same mutual idea, with no edits in the film to show that I'm hiding something. I do hide things. Like we all hide things out of necessity. Sometimes we just need to keep things sacred, or secret. In fact, safe. We don't give everything to everybody just because secrecy is maybe an unvirtue. No. Secrecy is sometimes just safety. Anyway, I think that I've said enough, and I'd like to say thanks a lot. Have a nice time. See you later. Cheerio.